8:05, Monday, February the 5th. Lee Blakeman at breakfast with you till 10. And in just a second, we're going to be joined by one of the first people in the world to get a degree in pantomime.
Oh, no, he hasn't.
Oh, he's such a
Come on.
cliche, Matt Lee.
Get involved.
He got a degree in Panto, and he got it at Staffordshire University. Now, at 8:10, moving swiftly on before I have some kind of episode. It's no secret that we love Panto on this show, and we were spoilt for choice around here over the Christmas period, weren't we? We had brilliant shows like The Adventures of Peter Pan and Jack and the Beanstalk at Hanley's Regent Theatre, obviously starring Kai Owen and Jonathan Wilkes. What you might not have realised is it's not just the theatres that have been busy with Panto recently. Staffordshire University has as well, training the next generation of stars through its Contemporary Pantomime Practise Master's Course. And before you shout, "Oh no they haven't," or any malarkey like that, have a listen to Dr. Robert Marsden, who's headed up the world's first course of its kind since it launched back in December 2021.
It's designed for those that are interested in doing a master's level degree, regardless of the subject. We want people to come out with a really good master's degree, thinking at that level, in terms of the practice and the principles and the concepts and so on. There's loads of scope full of everything to do with pantomime.
Now, obviously, I was very sceptical about the idea of having a course in pantomime. I was suggesting that it wasn't the most complex of university courses. This coming from somebody who's got a degree in broadcast journalism, which I feel a bit of a fraud for poking fun at other people's courses. Now, having studied that, listening to this is Jefferson Parlett, who's from Devon and has just become one of the world's first graduates in Panto after completing that Staff's Uni degree. Jefferson, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Lee. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I am very good. How does it feel to be a trailblazer in the world of Panto, which is what you are, mate?
That's the first time I've been called that. So actually, yeah, it feels quite good. It's like legendary status, isn't it? I've made history.
Now, right. What I always find fascinating with university courses and people who go to study at university, when they choose any course, whether it be computer science, physics, whatever, I always say, why? Why did you study this? In particular with you, Jefferson, why?
Always wanted to do Panto, and I'd just never been seen for an audition. I'd wait outside the Theatre Royal in Plymouth after the Pantos, speak to all the actors and ask them how they got involved. And back then, there was no training, there was no workshops, there was no master's degree. Actors were sort of left to learn on the job.
As somebody who wanted to get into it, when you first heard about this course being offered by Staff's Uni, what did you think initially?
I found out about the course by accident. I had a stack of stage newspapers, which is the actors' newspaper, a bit behind on reading them, and I picked up the first one on the pile, turned to page 2, and there it was, a master's degree in contemporary panto at Staff's Uni. And I thought, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. I have to go and apply. And so I went along to the open day, met Dr. Robert Marsden, who we just heard there, and got offered a place there and then.
How tough was it, right? Because people will hear about this course and they'll be quite sceptical about it. Some people will. I always put on that sceptical kind of front, etc. This coming from somebody who studied journalism, for goodness sake. I mean, talk about sceptical ideas about a course. How tough was it as an actual degree to study?
You get out what you put in. What was great about the course was not everyone wanted to go into the performance side of things. We had some people that did it for fun. We had some people that wanted to go more into sort of the stage management and the directing side. The course was great because they gave you the tools and you utilise those tools depending on which direction of your career you wanted to go into.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask now. So like at the end of some courses, the idea is that you've already got your foot in the door at some place, and that will kind of help alongside the degree to get you into that particular field or that particular industry. How equipped do you feel now? I mean, it's February, so I mean, Panto season's a little bit of a way off, so you've got time. How equipped do you feel now to go into the world of Panto, maybe in 2024?
Honestly, Lee, I'm ready. The course was made up of workshops with some of the biggest pantomime producers in the UK. They gave us the techniques in terms of performing techniques, how to craft a joke, comic timing. So ready for this. Since I was 6 years old, I'm ready to go out there. I mean, they're starting sort of casting now. I'm now on the market. I'm exploring every opportunity to see what's coming my way. And if Johnny Wilkes is listening, I would love to collaborate. Let's do it.
He listens. He might well be listening this morning, Jonathan Wilkes. Honestly, that's great to hear that you've gone into something a little bit niche and you've now come out of it buzzing. It's been your dream since you were 6, and thanks to the team at Staff's Uni, you're now fully equipped, hopefully, to go into the industry this time around.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh,
Definitely.
God. Oh,
you knew what's coming.
Don't tell me you paid thousands of pounds to learn that nonsense. Come on now.
Money well spent. Some would disagree, but there you go.
Oh, no, they wouldn't. Good luck with it. Let us know how you get on, won't you? If you get a part, get back in touch.
I'll put all my announcements on my website, jeffparlett.com. But of course, Lee, you will be one of the first to know.
And also, going off on a tangent slightly, I need to get your thoughts on this. So you've come from Devon to Stoke-on-Trent to study a university course. Now, the person who presented this show a few years ago before me did the switch the opposite way round. Mr. John Akers left Stoke-on-Trent to go and live with his family by the sea in Devon, and he would always obviously say Devon first, Stoke just so slightly beneath. I'm assuming you're going to say the opposite and put Stoke above Devon now, Jefferson.
I'm glad you reminded me, and I did want to give him a shout out. I was on his show on Radio Devon a few days ago. Not rivals, we're all friends, but all I can say is Devon's great for the scenery, but Staffordshire is where it's at. And
I mean, that wasn't directly answering the question, Jefferson, was it? That was massively sidestepping it.
Lee, there's a lot of people listening, and I've just given away my website. I need to be very careful what I say.
I mean, and also, rumour has it that guests on the BBC Radio Stoke breakfast show get a much better treatment than the ones on the BBC Radio Devon breakfast show with their presenter.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh.
My managers will be listening going, Jeff, shut up.
If you're his manager, sign somebody else up after that comment. Horrific. Top man, Jefferson, thank you so much. Enjoy the day in Devon, won't you?
I will, Lee. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. See you soon. Jefferson Parlett. He was brilliant, wasn't he? From Devon, and has just become one of the first graduates in the world in pantomime after completing the Staffordshire University course in it. We heard from Dr. Robert Marsden, who heads up the course. Before that, Jefferson, it's been his dream since he was 6 to work in Panto, and he's now got a degree in that particular field thanks to the team, including Robert, at Staffordshire University. We will see if he gets a part very, very soon in one of the upcoming shows in 2024. He was excellent, Matt Lee, wasn't he?
Oh, yes, he was.
Oh, there you go. Oh, the banter. I bet the banter's better than that on Radio Devon, isn't it? Mind you. Oh, no, it isn't. Blimey.
The sound of where we live. Lee Blakeman at breakfast.